Yes. Facebook went live first, so I guess it's a special kind of day. Hey, everybody, it's Louis Porter Jr. I know a lot of you are surprised, like, what's he doing on there today? Yeah, so I was sitting at home, and I put Lucas to bed, and I'm like, I should do a show. I mean, even though it is, Memorial Day, I should still do a show. I mean, there's some people still watching who'd still be interested and might want to see something cool and might want to talk about some of the stuff we saw. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do a show. So I guess we're doing a show. See how easy that is? When you're in charge, you can make those kind of unilateral decisions without caring about other people's opinions because you're the boss. That's why I like being the boss. So let's start out as we always do with our favorite thing, of course, our Kickstarters. It's always good to see. We've got our 5e and Pathfinder, but the one I'm really interested about, of course, is the Top Secret New World Order. So a little over 20 days till it starts, and I hope people support this. I mean, I really hope people support this. I've not been so excited, so I'm like really super excited that someone has decided to do this as a Kickstarter. And, even making it cooler, it's Merle Rasmussen doing it. So it's like, oh, my God. So, yeah, that's kind of a cool thing that really gets me excited. And I'm so excited to see if this happens and has this come out. So, boom. Next up, of course, we're going to talk about our Patreon guys, which you support, of course, Clinton, Owen, and Raging Swan. I know that Owen is at PaizoCon all this weekend. And what I thought was awesome is that Clinton Boomer was having BabyCon at his house. I'm very familiar with that con. It's a very good con. It's tough because new baby, like very new baby. Like his daughter, I think is maybe 2 weeks old. So yeah, that boy ain't going nowhere. Probably for the next 18, 20 years. But hey, it's if everybody's a parent knows there's nothing better than having a child. So I totally get it. Not even a problem. So as usual, check out our buddies, give them some support. Because some people, got bills to pay, like real bills to pay. And off with some lovely, shameful self-promotion, because, I love talking about self-promotion and crazy stuff. And I think self-promotion is important. I think you should be self-promoting yourself any chance you get. So, of course, we're talking about New Exodus Legacies. Got some good stuff coming out with that. I was actually working with the campaign guide today, comparing it to Yes. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Looking forward to actually getting this thing done and comparing to what Paizo's done. So I'm going through that. Plus, I think people are still going to be so jacked up after PaizoCon. We're going to get a lot of work done. So that's even that. Plus, Stonemeyer blog. I hadn't even checked it today since I took today off. I really took today off. I went to the pool and just chilled. Here's something new. There's like two. No, that's the other one. We saw the one last week was when a backer threatened you, which I thought was interesting. And today, 10 things Kickstarter creators can learn from street performers. So I haven't looked at it. I'll be checking it out today, of course. Good stuff. Black Diamond, I don't think put a blog out today. No, they did not put a blog out today. Of course, I think they were working and just, because it's Memorial Day, it's hard work. And of course, Gary Vaynerchuk probably put out tons of videos, so you can always check out his. Always good information, always good stuff, always stuff you can learn. And that's really kind of what the whole main purpose of this whole show is that you can learn. So over here. And of course, on to the stuff for the show. Because this weekend, while it was straight out PaizoCon, the link for PaizoCon has all the hashtag PaizoCon people want to put up so you could see stuff. There's tons of information that came out. Starfinder, tons of stuff for Starfinder, tons of images for Starfinder, which I'm really happy about. I was kind of like, I hope people put pictures up. Also, our buddies over, I didn't put this in, I should have. Our buddies over at Legendary Games just put an announcement out. Actually, I want to read it because I put it up. They're doing a new, it's coming in 2018, Legendary Games, Conquest: Rage of Worms, a massive 20-level adventure saga and campaign setting featuring dragons, the Dream Time, and the conquest of two worlds. That's all I know. Sorry, and let me give you the precursor. Journey to a lost continent, discover a deadly past, and watch your future die. I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. Plus, it's those guys. I know they're solid guys. So I don't know if it's going to be a Kickstarter, if it's going to be something they're going to be doing connected. I should put it. Well, I mean, that's all we know. Is really not really much. You can check out their own website. You can check out their stuff. I guess I'll put up. See, I didn't plan to even do this one. I'll put this in real quick. Like I said, I wasn't planning to do it, but I just said, we should talk about it. But it was interesting. Friends doing interesting stuff. You got to mention it. That's just the way I believe. this for you guys, and of course for our Facebook people. Put it up there. Yeah, Alan, I did see the screen, the game screen. It did look really nice. I'm like, I think this is going to be a nice looking product. I think PaizoCon was good. I want to talk to some people who got back or getting back from it and talk to them what they missed. I know Jeff Lee was there. I know he did some stuff. I know he had a list of stuff, and everybody knows like I said, all the cool kids were there. We were all sitting there like, not happy, but I'm sure it was a great time for everybody. Next up, this is like more of a weird story that I thought was one of the two weird stories I'm going to tell tonight. Phoenix Comic-Con cosplayer weapons ban. So apparently something happened and I don't want to misquote this, and I heard bits and pieces of it. So I'm not down. And funny enough, all right. So one of our regular friends and family was watching this and telling us about what's going on at Phoenix Comic-Con. And I kept thinking, well, maybe I'll come down there. I have family there. Maybe I'll do the shot. It might be a lot of fun. Then this whole like weapons ban, like somebody came in with a gun and the cops were called and he had to be tackled. And then they started banning like all cosplay weapons. And then apparently someone who makes like lightsabers, like fake lightsabers, they got banned from the show selling their product there. They'd already put money down for the show, and there's a whole big fiasco on that. So if you want to really get into that, you can read this Newsarama article, but it's everywhere. If you just type in, Phoenix Comic-Con, you'll see all kinds of stuff. And it must have been crazy down there. I don't know what happened, but it just went insane. People went insane, and it was just like insane and more insane. See how insane is the theme of the day. Then after that, I saw this. This is just a quick thing I saw, and I was like, I got to just put this up like this. Flash Gordon and the Hulk at Comic-Con. Oh, sorry, fight at Comic-Con. Yeah, so kind of like a fight broke out between, that's right, Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk, and Sam Jones, who played Flash Gordon in that classic Flash, little Queen music. A fight broke out with them. You can read it, and I don't know if it's really a fight with them, but you can read it and get some more detail. But I was like, that's how you hook somebody. That's how you hook somebody like me. Flash Gordon and the Hulk getting a fight at Comic-Con? I got to see that. And then, that's what happened. So they got me for that. So boom. So, so let's go back to PaizoCon, or really. All right, so Starfinder had the big reveal at the dinner. There was tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff shown on it. I mean, it was just ridiculous how much stuff got shown for Starfinder. I was amazed. So yeah, it's coming out. Also, they're doing Ultimate Wilderness, and a new class that came out, and I forgot to mention this. They have a shifter class coming out. So if you haven't seen the picture, go to the link I have. You'll see it down there, but it'll tell you like martial class with full base attack progression. Shifters are to druids, which paladins are to clerics. And I'm like, that's a great kind of combination. I like that. Okay. In many ways, self-buffing class, primarily a natural weapon combatant. Everyone gets claws. The nature of natural attacks changes based on your form. So we don't know what that's going to be. Utilizes wild shape-shifting along with a dozen animal aspects. Starts with minor changes, and eventually the shifter can literally change into animals, including new creatures that mix aspects of multiple animals. So that's going to be interesting. Capstone ability, the final aspect allows the shifter to gain bonuses and abilities from all 5 animal aspects. And I can't see, and it's cut out, so I can't really see exactly what it says. But yeah, that's it. You can check through this. I mean, like I said, there's tons of stuff in this. If you're at PaizoCon, if you were there playing, it's kind of cool. Also, you can see cool stuff like Jason Bullman ran his game, Edge of Evertide, at the con too. So like, I'm a supporter of his Patreon. So I'll share some stuff about that. The new AP was announced. War for the Crown. Fight for your princess and the crown of Talador. Okay, it's in January 18. Yeah, I'm just like, that didn't excite me as much, but yeah, people get excited. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Thank God. There's a lot of pictures taken, a lot of people putting stuff up, because initially there weren't people taking pictures. One of my biggest complaints, also it's because one of my favorite things, one of my biggest complaints is that the guys who are at Legendary Games did not do a video of their Conquest release, which really pissed me off. I'm like, oh, why would you not do that? Of course. Which of these new products are you most interested in Starfinder? Starfinder is number one because, I got some sci-fi stuff planned. Let me tell you, we're going to probably be doing a series. It's going to be kind of a continuation of our original Weapons of Mecha Destruction. We did that when it first came out, when D20 Future came out, and we opened that up. So we'll probably be doing something. It'll probably be most likely called New Mecha Order, like New World Order. So kind of like a push to that. So we New Mecha Order, New Starship Order, and all kinds of cool stuff that I'll do with that. And I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna go crazy. Yeah, the ultimate will just look really interesting. I like the idea for the class. I want to see more of that because I think you can develop something cool out of that class. I think that class has potential to handle shapeshifting in a way that is different and will make some cool stuff. I'm always interested in stealing a good new idea. You know me. The adventure path. There's another adventure path before this coming out that looked kind of interesting, but I wasn't. This one didn't excite me as much. The Book of the Damned excited me. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And once again, you need a cool book called The Book of the Damned. That's just says it all right there. Plus, I think you can try tie a little bit back into, like with me, Obsidian Apocalypse, and we might be able to do some cool stuff. And I think Book of the Damned comes out September. So right in time for, October. Yeah. It's nice when you have products, seasonally put out that you can do cool stuff like that. I'm just saying, what are the questions that could be? Yeah, I mean, okay, so Alan put it, for about a Crisis of the World Eater. Since that's finished and we're putting up the individual adventures, I put up the first two at RPG Now, and I put the first two at my own website. We're going to put the last one up at my website probably on Wednesday and Thursday. And then, like, the last one up on probably Friday, Saturday on RPG Now. And I'm really just, I'm interested to see what's going to come from Paizo. I see the stuff. I really want to see Starfinder in its final finished version. People have been talking about starships and how it works. I like starships. I've always liked starships. I like that kind of battle. I also like adding things to it. So, I have tons of D20 stuff from D20 Future that I'm going to be updating and changing for that. And I think it was kind of cool that Paizo didn't do power armor and power suits and mecha, which is kind of surprising. But I'm like, hey, thanks for that gap, because a lot of people don't realize that sometimes Paizo does things that I think are very positive for the long run for us third-party guys. I go back to Iron Kings. I assumed when that came out, I was like, oh, they're going to do a Machinesmith type class. Like, mine's going to lose sales, blah blah blah, and they never did. They never built a techno wizard, So I mean, Machinesmith did very well, and there's a couple of them out there, but I know we did really really well because we had it out for so long and playtest tested for free and let people go through it. So yeah, I was thankful. So once again, I think Paizo does their best at trying to show how third party can be done very well for everybody. They don't ever seem to attempt to trample on our toes. I think the closest thing that would even be considered to be even a trample would have been the psychic magic versus psionics. But the funny part with that one was, from what I heard, Paizo said they would tackle that in the future. Yeah, but Angel, look, let me talk about this whole psionics thing first. They talked to Dreamscar Press before. They told them, like, hey, we're doing a psionics thing. It's not going to be like their thing. And it wasn't. So I think Paizo's pretty good with that. Yeah, they're probably going to do a future one. Of course they're going to do a future one. I'd expect them to do some kind of stuff. I mean, it's going to be readily available. But I think, like any stuff, like any classes that, Owen has created that he originally did that have now become classes in the stuff in the future. So it's like, it's just, there's time. I have a lot of time to put cool stuff together. Oh, Jason Bowman. Jason Bowman just joined the video or just swung by. Hey, Jason, if you have a second, tell us how your adventure went for Evertide, because we were kind of interested. We just talked about it for a second. I think power armor is cool. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Iron Man, so power armor is going to be cool. Mecha is going to be cool. And, that kind of stuff I'm going to support just naturally. Plus, like I said, I want to see how the starship the combat really works. I want to see the finished version looks like. I want to see if it falls in kind of my mind what I want to do. I want to know if I can do, and this is so geeky, but you'll get it. I want to know if I can do self-replicating cloaked mines. I always thought that was a crazy idea from DS9, and I always liked that idea, and I was like, wow. Well, and that's something we put in for our stuff, for our spaceships. We made replicating mines, and it worked with the map. It worked very, very well with the map. So I'm kind of hoping we can do that same thing here. This is the genre that I really, really like a lot. For me, it always will be a cool genre. I like science fiction more than like fantasy. That's probably why my fantasy feels so much like sci-fi. I would, the best to describe me is I would be like those guys who do Destiny. Oh, Jason's doing great. That's some good feedback. And see, that's very cool. That's very cool, Jason. See, this is why PaizoCon was cool. And yeah, I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting here just hanging out. I would have loved to have been playing some games and asking some questions. But that's what happens sometimes when you're a good father. You got to be nice. You got to take care of your kids. But I'm gonna find a way that we're gonna go next year. We have we have a plan in place. I'm not going to tell you what the plan is, but you'll see eventually. We have a plan in place that I'm hoping that I can get all the guys from LPJ Design. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you are packing. Yes, Jason has to pack, but he is definitely going to UK Gamers Expo. He talked about that. He mentioned to me having some time to run around the UK and be all proper doing that fun stuff. So, like you say, keep jumping from stuff to stuff. I'm hoping that we can pull off something really kind of cool that next year, myself, Jason, and Michael will all be able to go as a company, all on the company's dime. And I think the cool thing that we'll be doing is recording basically whatever we do. I want us to record as much as we can, stream it live, let people see what's really going on, because that's the cool part. We all hear about, what happened in the banquet. And maybe that's a banquet live, but all the stuff leading up to the banquet, we can show you all kinds of games. We can show you about the rooms where they're selling stuff. We can talk to people directly. We can also start, what's going on? How do you get into Paizo? That kind of stuff. We got a lot of fun there. I think it can be a great opportunity. And even for freelancers, people are like, hey, man, boom. Oh, well, yes, Jason, we all know you have great fans. I know. I'm one of them. So, yes, our fans are fantastic. But I just want to see more stuff. So I'm sure, you get ready for this, and then you got Origins, and then you got Gen Con. So it's going to be a busy summer, as always. It always is a busy summer for everybody. So, yeah, so I said, I think, PaizoCon was a success. Even though I wasn't there, I'm not bitter, but I am a little bitter. But it's good that, so much stuff came out, and so many people got to see so much cool stuff. And I'm glad that people had a good time. So that's where we are. Yeah, that's it. I said I want to make this a short night. I guess it's kind of short, so it's technically short. Who's text? I'm not reading that right now. So I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do some more work. I've got to finish up some more stuff for Legacies. I'm hoping to get some more art in. That's another thing. I'm also looking for some artists, of course, working on projects. So we got fun stuff. I've got, I still got my stuff for Starfinder, what I want to do. So many ideas, so many great ideas. And I got to talk to some people about stuff. But that is. That's the business we're in. All right, tomorrow will be Tuesday. I'm sure we'll be a little more focused, a little more crazy, a little more, even more comic-related stuff. But you never know. It's going to be all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, see, someone put me a link about some new artists. You know me, I like new artists. All right, everybody. You have a good evening. Relax. Have fun. I'm going to do something boring and stupid. And while you guys have to relax and have fun and probably get some good desserts. I'm getting out of here. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Before I go, as always, subscribe, of course, over to our YouTube. Check us out. Put us down for a quick thing. We really appreciate that. Second thing is, and really more important, the most important thing, really, go tell your mom, your dad you love them if you can. Not everybody can, but go tell them you love them if you can. Go tell your children that you love them and they're awesome. They need to hear that every day, and that's a good thing. This is a good thing. Like I said, today was a good day as a father. I went swimming with my son, and he was having a great time, and I had a great time. And I think that's what we got to do more of. Family's important. Don't ever forget that. Family's very important. All right, everybody. I will talk to you all tomorrow.